Hello, welcome back everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're watching ESEA Australia. My name's SquidCS. You're watching all the action here on EFLgg. Wow, we are back, everybody. We've just got off casting some other groundbreaking tournaments over in North America. Now we're over to the Australian region. We're casting all over the place, and it is, well, Breakaway versus PC419 today. I still don't know how I feel about that team name. However, you know, they're allowed it. Free countries. However, I'm getting into this one. Hey, everybody. It is going to be, well, Breakaway just charging the way through. I thought that was going to be a competitive retake on the A-bomb site, but apparently not. 1-0 on the board. Breakaway starting off strong. And, of course, I think we're expecting Breakaway to maybe break away and be a victor in this matchup. And then going forward to the second, I think that they're probably going to have a couple of issues against Order, who've been such a stable team so far in the MDL. Crin JNZ says, "Hey Squid. Hey man, how are you doing? What have you been up to?" Got like almost 600 people here. Thanks so much for joining us here today. And Moisha taking his charge on down. And he's going to pick up one. And it looks like Breakaway might be about to win another very, very overwhelmingly one-sided round. 2-0 on the board. And PC couldn't do anything about that one. Of course, they didn't really have a buyer. Now they've got a little bit of cash, but I don't think they'll go for the investment in this third. I think that they'll probably save, probably go for a half buy here, and then go for a full in number 4. Said cringe, but spelled cringe. It's cringe. Hey, cringe. How you doing? Thanks so much for joining us, man. And thank you for dropping that follow in at the same time. We very much appreciate it. 2-0 on the board. And it is the AK-47, Galil, an assortment of rifles and weapons from Breakaway Esports as they're going to clash in towards the B-bomb site. Pondon can't shut it down. All across this map, it's only the MAC-10 dropping initially, and the CC-75 is going to try and chip in. Last bullet finds the shot. BT receives a nade in return, and it is only the SMGs dropping. And Llama's going to be able to find that shot on shore. Very clean. 3-0. He's good. How am I? Right, I am good. I've been sleeping. I've been walking about. I've been very happy, actually. We've had a couple of really fun streams. I think yesterday's streams were actually some of the most fun. Already people saying Breakaway are cheating. Already. So, interesting stuff. And from the headshots, Hazard making his way through. That instant opening, going to favour that T side. It stretches out the defence and doesn't allow them to create crossfires. However, they do have one on this crossover between long and A site. Shaw instantly finds the headshot. And now, with 3 people on A for PC, they kind of have to put a bit of attention elsewhere as the mid presence not quite spotted. Andy able to swing his way out. He's got an angle onto Shaw here. And he should be going for this pickup. 56 HP, backs off. Straight towards the B-bomb site. The least contested bomb site for this CT side. BT's playing it all alone. And he is actually swinging quite aggressive at times. So very easy to find him with this AWP. Let's see if he can just line them up. There, them spotted. He can now call for the rotation, and that's going to be the full spray down. Easy peasy for BT. 1-3. Deeks PvP being a bit mean in chat. Why would you be mean like that? Why would you be mean? Don't be mean. There's an opening shot from Breakaway. If they can find this couple of frags here, then, well, PC are going to have a very hard time getting back into the opening portions of this map, and Noisia at the receiving end of this smoke should be able to find BT right now. A flurry of nades come in, and there's the spray down to countermount this server. 5 players still alive for the T's, and I don't think PC can even dream of going for this one. They have to back off. They've fallen towards long, and now Breakaway are going to be on the hunt. They should know that this is not going to be a retake opportunity for the CT side. Gyro is swinging in from the back. And there's the headshot hit from Shaw. Very important that these CTs keep the rifles alive, especially that AWP, but losing anything in this situation, it's actually going to be kind of catastrophic for them. They're not going to have any money on the back of this one. But surviving with 4 players alive, that's Breakaway's priority and imperative right now, to just keep that money rolling on their side, not so much eviscerate the money on their opponents. This caster is very not good. No problem, man. One to 4, and double AWPs on both sides. It's Andy. Oh, instantly picks towards that B bomb site. Nice frag. Again, that stretches the defense, and Breakaway are finding these opening pickups at multiple points of this match. And, well, PC are really struggling off the back of this. Mad spray down from Pondon. It looks like he's going to go aggro and try and move in with the USPS in hand, but Llama's making his approach close. Should be able to pick apart this one, but there's the opening man. He misses both shots, runs out of ammo as well. A bit of a horrible situation for Llamas there, where the second man peaks a little earlier than maybe he would have anticipated. I think he was trying to make his way towards door so he could look down and see if there was somebody with their back turned towards mid and maybe steal away both frags, level up a 1 versus 1, try and find that frag and that round. Wow. That guy's really angry. We deal with him. Yeah, go watch somebody else, man. There are loads of other streamers if you're not happy. It's fine. You know, he's entitled to his opinion, guys. He can have his opinion, but just he should just express it privately, I guess. There are the nades towards mid, and yeah, Breakaway force back. PC419. What is that name? And we'll be starting. Yeah, on that A-bomb site with 3 players, stretched down long. Good defense, I would say, but nobody's able to trade off this long position because Azuna's playing quite passive, whereas IOK is right in towards this door with the smoke placed as well. If Breakaway go through pre-firing, this is going to be a very difficult scenario for him, and they are about to make their way through. It's all a matter of whether they throw the flash in first. If they don't and peek blind, then, yeah, which they do, he instantly gets taken out. He heard the footsteps moving in, but Breakaway Esports instantly able to crack that OE bomb site once again. BT and Pondon stuck towards mid, and probably nothing they can do in this situation. They're completely locked out of the action, and those are beautiful headshots. Hassa racks up another one in Breakaway. Back on the board. 2 to what looks to be a pretty dominating scoreline. They're keeping this momentum and pace up. PC without any money in this one means that they're not going to be able to go for a buy in this 8th. Probably going to be 6-2 going into business rounds. Solid stream, bad gameplay. Not my fault, so keep it up. Well, thank you very much. Can I play some Gakmuchi? What is that? What is it? Maybe. Maybe I can. Depends. But I don't really know what it is. So, well, I don't know what it is at all. I would say that like tier 2 Australian CS isn't going to match like tier 1 European or whatever other people are comparing this to. I don't know what level of play you're really comparing this to, because if you watch lower tier like tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 European CS, it kind of functions like this. The level doesn't seem to be too different. I think that they would fare okay against each other. I think tier 3 and ACS is actually way weaker because you see way more mistakes. Here comes the retake, straight in for PC. Flash high in the sky, Andy going to move in for this frag, but there's the headshot. And Gyro tries to rotate his way around. He's within this smoke. It does eliminate that bomb planter for the second, and they've got no kit between them. They can't go for this. It's going to be a 6th round, stolen away from Breakaway. How did they manage that one? He actually stops that defuse, and that's all he had to do in that situation. PC, you need to body block that defusing player. There's no point roaming out and trying to find kills elsewhere. You need to defend that defuse with your life. And preferably more. You need to be getting out armor plating, putting shields down in front and behind. You need to be stopping these players from getting to that defuse. And Breakaway, once again, able to rob around. That's a rookie mistake for PC to give away that one. AK's rotating out towards long. Nobody finding frags on PC. And London isn't going to have his weapon out for this one. Spots out a little bit of aggression towards mid. Scoreline at 2-6. Gyro, that first man in, gets traded. Missouna fall back. AWP in hand. Interesting. They went from no kits to 4 of them. Now 3. As Hazard straight towards mid. So confident with that mid shot. It's quite long range, so hitting a headshot is pretty impressive from that, especially if it's with your first bullet. Bomb planted right on top of the box. No opportunity for a defuse coming in here unless PC eradicates the whole of this T's defense, and that's not going to happen. They want to save the AK and AUG combo. And of course, on this T side, they want to keep alive as many players also. It's all about how much money they can build up for the rest of this half, because despite taking 7 out of 9 rounds, they still don't really have that much money on this Breakaway side. They don't really, they don't really have anything here. Can we get face cam going? I don't think so. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. And also, my face is disgusting. Why would you want to see it? There's nothing to see here. It takes away from this beautiful screen space. I'll be honest, I don't really like face cams whilst a match is live. seems a bit odd to me. Maybe if there's someone like really famous there that you want to see, but I don't think so. The AKs clash onto long. Very assertive shots, and that Molotov gonna force BT out into the open. Another frag found, and Pondon can only trade back 1 out of 5. He has to fall back towards the B bomb site. It's gonna be 2-8. So we've actually got a lot of ESEA action coming up. There are North American matches. We've got 666 viewers, everybody. Spooky, spooky, spooky stuff. Yeah, we have a lot of matches coming up. So we've got this one right now. This match is poor, so we can kind of deviate for a couple of moments. Then we've got Order versus Breakaway coming next. So we're following Breakaway through this bracket. Of course, if we open up the scoreboard here, Breakaway right near the top. They've played 10 matches. They've only lost one of them. They're 9-1 right now. Really, really good effort here in the MDL. And then when it comes to PC, they're not doing so well. So 2-7, that's a pretty low win rate, I've got to say. And yeah, Breakaway might just be able to dominate this match. They're keeping this pace very high. Pondon at least finding one shot as Breakaway crack open Pondon. Beautiful openings there by Hazard once again. Previously on the A-bomb site, now switching it over to B and still finding the same headshots. The nade right over the top. There's a follow-up smoke grenade. Are you okay trading through? Those Molotovs actually going to connect. And Lama's forced out of position into the open. But he's got this smoke still for cover. He can play this. There's the flank. Has a finding 3 kills in total. 9 on the board for Breakaway. And this is just all falling apart for the CT side. They're unable to find those openings. And then their rotate's just a little too slow. They're not getting enough bodies on these bomb sites early on. And it means that they have to push through the smokes at the last second. And Breakaway are just playing party. What's wrong with this aggressive chat today? We've got a very aggressive chat. Everybody. There are the openings. Noisia. 2 picks on long to stop PC saving. They're 10-2 up. This might just be a dominating scoreline, and they might just throw all the toys out the pram and go through to map number 2 today entirely confident. That's against Order, remember. Definitely higher tier opposition in this Australian scene. What haters? What are you talking about? I'm not going to listen to the haters. I never listen to anybody. If you do have constructive criticism or just any criticism, I'm like more than happy to hear it. Because if somebody says something, it's got to be coming from somewhere. I actually do like to take on board that sort of thing. And oh no, I've got pretty thick skin when it comes to that sort of thing. I've been doing this for quite a while, to be honest. Doing this for a couple of years now, so yeah. You take the good with the bad. Sometimes you get really, really nice fans, and sometimes it goes the opposite way. Nice flash in, and Hazard once again nailing an instant headshot. Are you okay? Can only trade out after his AWP player goes down. That's Mizuna trying to play close, but unable to do exactly that. Pondon's got a secondary AWP towards CT spawn. EFLgg is going to swing in and find a secondary headshot. He's trying to defend this A-bomb site, but as the bomb rotates in, it gets dropped. Nice round. And are you okay? Going to really shut that down. Pondon as well, hitting that final shot. 3 on the board for PC, but they're going to need a lot more if they're going to chain this back. And rounds don't really matter here in the MDL. I think I don't know how the tiebreakers work, but you're going for wins. You're going for 16 on the board. What's my prediction for next game? I think Order's probably going to win it 16-10. I think Order, pretty solid team. We haven't seen them lose in the MDL so far. And Breakaway don't really have any issues with any of the lower tier opposition. So I think that the next match is actually going to be a really interesting game. B Teddy91, thanks very much, man. Bro, I have meaty stream quality. Is that high stream quality, or meaty as in like a slab of meat, just cold flesh on the table, slap it down. Minute left on the clock, and PC's starting to wake up, but might be all too little too late. Breakaway already on double digits. They've already secured themselves a very solid half. Cute little crossfire, of course, the bomb towards T-spawn, and with 30 seconds left, I don't even know if Breakaway are necessarily going to peek in for this one. BT towards the top of mid. Nice little tag there. BT very low on HP, and Andy knows he's got the tag in, and there's the follow-up shot. And so players are probably going to be wrapping around and trying to eliminate him. He now knows where RUK is, but he ballsy takes the shots. It's really good strength quality. Thank you very much, man. I tried my best. I tried my best to up that quality. Look at that. We're actually 14 followers away from 4,600. We hit 4,500 last night. So that's coming along quite nicely. Listen, if 5% of you followed right now, we would... that's 70, actually. My maths is totally wrong. If 2% of you are followed right now, we'd be up above 4,600 followers. I'd love that. So, delegate it out amongst yourselves. Who's going to do the following, who's not. And remember, you can type in the Twitch chat and ask me any questions if you do that. So, coming into halftime, this retake now on. PC desperately need it. They're coming from CT Spawn, the majority of them, but with the AWP in retort, and he jumps straight down. Noisia, there's the response. Both these players are very low, and BT should be able to crack this one open. Pondham from the side. Is he going to find Noisia? Yeah, there's the spot up. There's the flick. Now just Llamas, 1 versus 2. This is for round number 11. Trying to nail this headshot. Can't connect. BT instead putting together a 5th round, and there is the defuse. They've got just enough time. 5 on the board. So PC, they find themselves down at the half by 5. Yeah, I guess a 5 versus 3 means good idea to drop into CT with 3. Yeah, not a good idea whatsoever. You shouldn't be throwing them in. But yeah, we should be getting back into this one after a little brief intermission. So, what's the road back into this matchup for PC? Obviously, they're very behind, and of course, they're underdogs as well. So, we're not expecting them to do this, but taking this pistol round is absolutely imperative right now. And like going through to this second half, yeah, that pistol round, as I said, imperative, important, absolutely crucial. They need to take it, and then they need to get on a slight winning streak and really start to close this scoreline up. Breakaway, they just need to do what they've been doing throughout the whole of the MDL. Dan does CSGO. Thanks, Grosit. Can't see the screen. Dude, we're putting little lads on. I was just telling the advertisement people. I think we've got a very defensive chat today. Something, oh, it's a Monday morning, isn't it? Yeah, that's why. Everybody's just frustrated. It's Monday morning. Nobody wants to be awake. Probably has to go to work soon. Maybe you're at work. You've got a whole week ahead. Maybe that's why the chat is a little bit angsty right now. We need six more. 6 more followers. Let me hit that 4,600. Thank you for, wow, the like massive amount of people who have followed this stream as well. That number has just shot up. Straight out towards mid. PC now need to overwhelm this B defense, and there's the opening headshot. to try and be able to do this one. Andy, a lot of pressure on him towards the back of the B bomb site. He's being burnt backwards, out of cover. Now needs to hit some shots. Running out of bullets, though. And it's only the one. So as PC do have this bomb site, 3 versus 2 here. Should be an easy hold for PC. Should be 10-6. Unless they can go absolutely wild here. Obviously right up the top. 2 of the heaviest fraggers on this server about to make this pistol round known. Obviously I could have definitely hit that shot though. And yeah, locked out of this bomb site. Just too many Glocks to contend with. Just trying to find as many pickups as possible. Pondon, there's the shot. 10-6. This one might actually be competitive yet. Let's see what Breakaway throw in though. They're actually going to go for this force buy, or I think that they should save and go for the buy from the third. Yeah, that beep coverage was actually pretty poor. You saw a bunch of players there. 2 on the B-bomb site, that instant peek out towards mid. He just got tagged up by the Glock. Sometimes you just get shot in the face by these left's favourable weapons, and it seems unfair. BT going to turn around, instantly finding those shots towards the top of mid. That push eviscerated. Breakaway, nothing they can do about that. Now they go through to the buy round, 10-7. They still hold the advantage. Scout shots towards mid, no tags dealt, as he actually drops up the scout, picks up the AK-47 to left round somewhere else. Breakaway have a pretty scary buy going into this one. No Andy, he is with this AWP. He was the only person to get tagged up by that scout, so thrown away. Yeah, I wouldn't have expected PC to get 8 rounds either. I was thinking that this was probably going to be a 16-5 as of like halfway through that first half. Breakaway were really pulling ahead, but then PC, they started to wake up, started hitting their shots, got their stride. Now they're back in the running. 10-7. They could cause an upset here, and they desperately need some. Where am I from? I'm from Gloucestershire, which is the West Midlands, but I'm casting from the EFLgg studio in London. So I love it here. I do like a bit of London. I think it's such a good city. Pondon rotating out. Llamas instantly finds that headshot straight on towards long, and there are the shots. Only Shaw remaining, and oh, he does pop open the head of Gyra, able to pick up the M4, but try to back off. Oh, and Andy catches him. I think he got caught on the corner of that wall. What is there? What did he even get caught on? Is there a little bug here? Hello, Valve? Valve, what's happening? Little pause. I don't know if he timed out. I have no idea what happened. He wouldn't have won that round regardless, so you can't be too frustrated. However, 11-7, it's always a little bit annoying when you get cheesed. Do I have a job? Believe it or not, this is my job. This is what I do full time. I'm living on the esports train. Yeah, I've actually been working in esports, doing casting and other event management for, I don't know, 2.5 years or so. Probably coming up for 2.5 years. But yeah, I work as a professional caster, amongst other things, here for EFLgg. Is it a gentleman's agreement or just lack of knowledge or lack the org? Shall I reread that? I think I should. I butchered that completely. Is it a gentleman's agreement or lack of knowledge about the lack of orgs on the CT side? I'm not too sure because, yeah, those orgs are very powerful. It might just be players who are stuck in their own ways. I don't like using the org personally, even though it's probably a better weapon. Maybe I'm just a bit of a hermit in that way, a bit of a recluse, and you don't want to try new things. Maybe I should integrate the org into my game, and maybe these players should as well, because it is way better. We've seen that over the last couple of weeks. Those orgs, very powerful. Yeah, that is just failing to adapt. At the top of the Australian scene, I'm sure that they've switched the orgs. But here, I don't know why it hasn't happened. Maybe they just feel a bit more confident with the M4s. I don't know why. The org is very easy to use. Only takes a little bit of practice. And then your skill level will probably surmount your previous skill level with the other weaponry. Switching weapons is always a bit of a daunting thing in CS though. PC straight out towards mid. These pistols. There's the flashbang. Now they need to once again overwhelm the B-bomb site. The smoke right over, and they're going to start to flash through these smokes. But Gyra hidden in the corner needs to hit some more shots, and he's not going to do it. So 2 versus 2. Sean nails another headshot, and as this bomb goes down on the B-bomb site, Breakaway Esports need to go for what might end up being a difficult retake. 11-7 on the board, and trying to make this 12, but PC, they've got the Kevlar, they've got the weaponry, and they desperately need this play. Short, right above the angle. Andy. Oh, hits the headshot. That's beautiful. And are you okay? Last player alive. Does try and come in. Oh, can't hit the double spray down. It's going to be 12-7. Zen said, really best caster. He comments on tier -4 game. Better than commentators on the major. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's a very kind thing to say. So straight in towards the B-bomb site. This is going to be a solid rush. Gyro has to hold down the angle. Here comes a full spray down. 4 frags straight in. Little bit of help from Llama there. There are your orgs. And starting to show up massive. Gyro picks up the AK-47. That wasn't even an eco there. That was just a full help buy round. And now PC, yeah, stuck in a very deep hole. Horrible situation here. Yeah, this is really falling apart. Now, next round. On the board, nothing else to say. That was an absolute travesty for PC. They needed those rounds. And now their only option is to try and trade it back with pistols. They've gone for only a half buy-up. And I think that was a timeout, not a... I think it was a disconnect instead of him just dying. So 4 versus 5 by default. And PC make a lot of noise towards mid. Breakaway are going to hear this, and giving them any information and intelligence is obviously the wrong way to go about things. They feed the pistols into this AK-47, and now Llamas wants to pick up another one. Not sure why Llamas went for such an aggressive stance, but Hazza now going to swing his way in against the AWP AK combination. Short, the first man there. Noisia also on the A-bomb site is actually looking towards long, which is where the attention is focused for PC, and he knows it. Here's the perfect angle put down. Number 1, and can't actually rack up Mr. Number 2, that's sure. There's no smoke for this cross either, so looking with the AWP to take this angle of engagement. Hazza, of course, through short instead, and oh, there's the pickup. Does get a little bit of tag, but there is the frag. Sure. Instant flick upwards. 13-8. So 750 people here watching some Aussie CS. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Just 2 followers away from that 4,600 followers. Double AWPs on that CT side. PC obviously need this one. They're going to be well, it's going to be an insurmountable comeback if they lose this, and yeah, possibly the next. They have got a little bit of cash on that CT side. Have a straight onto the A bomb site. Andy instantly goes down. Breakaway now. They have long control, but nothing on short as Noisy and Hazard both stacking up here. They've got UMPs, so no defense on this A bomb site. The bomb shouldn't really be contested here, and this should be around for PC on the board. They've already done everything that they need to do, and it's really dependent on how this mid play works out, whether they can instantly find "Are you okay?" But no, he does some damage, and that does level up the playing field. AK-47's picked up, and now they rotate towards the A bomb site. Coming in from Breakaway. Are they actually just going to fall back here? Yeah, straight through tons. They want to keep this money rocking and rolling, knowing that PC, it's a 3 versus 3, less favourable situation. They think they've got more equity in round number 8 if they go for it. Look at that, 4,600 followers. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's push forward for more. We've got a lot of people here watching. Just a USPS on Gyra? Does he actually not have anything else? He stacks right towards lower tons, and this is a really weird play for them to not go for a buy-up. I guess that they just want a full buy in the next one, but maintaining equity in this round. And with Llamas going down first, that actually might have been the best call that they've made today. All of the rifles significantly, well, just destroyed there, and with the USPS, they should be going down. Does find a kill in the meantime, so a little bit of damage dealt. 13-10. PC actually romping home a lot of rounds now. So 13-10 on this scoreboard. And people saying perhaps a 16-13. Perhaps. PC with all 5 players on mid. 4 lots of AK-47s. The AWP as well. That's on Mizuna, who was able to find a pair of frags in that previous round. It was nicely done to crack open the B bomb site. This time Breakaway need to stand up strong. Obviously that second game that Breakaway's involved in today, that we will be covering straight after. It's the Order versus Breakaway matchup. That'll be slightly delayed. It will run consecutively to this map. There's the nade in. Pondon takes a lot of damage from that one. And Breakaway, if they can't take wins off of PC, how are they going to fare against Order, who are comparably just a much better team here? I'm starting to feel a little bit scared for them. And on this CT side, they haven't really been able to amount to much. Here comes the sidelining from Gyro. He needs to hit this headshot. Oh, and he just spots out the tip of Jaw's head. There's the damage. And Mizuna should be next in line. Tries to crab walk away, but you cannot escape Andy. He finds it with the AK-47, and there is the 14th on the board for Breakaway. Guys, who will win Catabeats? What do you reckon? Ents? Easy for Ents, everybody? Easy for Ents? I don't know how I feel about just these, like, Glock buys. Just keeping the Glock in the gun rounds. Of course, BT wants to play more passive and hold him behind the second player. Noisier holding quite an aggressive angle down with the AUG towards long. Andy, you're going to find 2 headshots there. Mizuna and Pondon both drop. And now the AK-47s for PC. Oh, can barely do anything. They're getting cut apart right now. Short towards lower tons, but he's got just aggressive plays coming in on all accounts. And Andy's going to be able to confidently find him. There's a 15th on the board, and Breakaway might be about to take this one over the line after quite a contentious CT side where they were unable to take anything and really like pull this. This was not dominant at all. Luckily, they're going on to Train next, which is a much more CT-sided map. So I think that Train does favour Breakaway ever so slightly. However, and they do have a good win rate on it as well, but I think that is going to be a pretty close and competitive match. However, I'm not sure if I'm feeling confident after watching them struggle so much on the CT side. They've definitely got to pull their boots up by the straps if they're going to take this win. Gyro towards mid, spots out a lot of aggression from those Ts. Now the pistols have to funnel the way inside, and nobody finds frags. Only Are You Okay with a 2-piece gets absolutely dinked by that nade. That's 16-10. Game over. And Breakaway keep this streak of wins going. They're now 10-1 in the MDL. Can they make it 11-1? We'll find out right after the short break. Hello, welcome back everybody. You're watching EFLgg and we're live for the ESEA Mountain Dew League live from Australia. And today we've got a good match. This is definitely one of the higher tier matches. Breakaway, they're 10-1 in the MDL. Order are 9-0. We've got a matchup with two teams who have gone 3-3 in previous matchups. So this is set up to be a blockbuster. Here on Train, good map for both teams. It's Order starting on this CT side. Remember, that is a big advantage to start on as the smokes pile over towards the A-bomb site. Hat's right above, needs to find the executes. There's number one. Gyra instantly drops. And with the flash high in the sky, Noisia about to peek. And there is a shot from Andy. Order do lose a couple of members on this A-bomb site. And Alistair for up top wants to play his advantage to the absolute fullest. But he's swinging out and gets eviscerated by llamas. They did have a couple of issues in the previous map, but here in the opening pistol round, they are seeming very strong, very confident, and they are hitting their shots. Hats in a 1 versus 3, and both of them peek out. Llamas now trying to extend this angle, and wraps around the back, 1-0. What's the song called? The song is called Say What, but it's not released. It's one of our own songs. We produce our own music. It's actually some of our music. So that's pretty cool. Made up. And Haz is going to get tagged by that. HE up close and... Oh, the 1D Zeph. Beautiful shot. Gyra drops straight away. And this Deagle's still posted for more. Zeph trying to get up close and personal. Can actually do some real damage here. Noisia cannot find him, but he can. He keeps the Mac 10 in hand. Why is my mic so bad? I think I'm going to get a new mic soon, I'll be honest. I think I'm going to get a Sennheiser or an Audio-Technica or something. Like a broadcasting headset instead of a mic. Who thinks I should do that? Does anybody think I should do that? Orgda versus Breakaway Esports. That is a shit joke. Straight into the A-bomb site. Andy instantly nails that shot. 1-0 on the board. And although Order did find that initial 1 off the back of Zeph, nobody else finding any pickups. And these pistols and Co force the fall back. Almost catching. Imagine on the cross there, back towards CT spawn. Both players over here. And now the Mac 10 can maybe start to charge in. Hazard can pick up a Deagle if he wants. It's right below him. He's going to be going for that at some point. You have an NT1A road. Let me actually Google that because I think that could be a decent mic. I've heard people buying the Rode mics a lot, and maybe I've had one of these before. Is that what that is? Is that an NTA Road? How much is that? It's 150, so it's definitely not that. Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to have a stand-up one or wear a caster headset. I kind of feel like doing the whole headset thing. I'm not going to tell you what I currently use. I'm embarrassed. No, I'm not too embarrassed. No, it's fine. I use a Blue Yeti. But I know that's actually the most popular mic for casters. A lot of casters use Blue Yetis. For the online matches, at least. AT 2020. I don't know what that is. I'm not very well acquainted with mics. Either way, Andy, big spray down in. Zeph gonna be able to rack up that headshot as the CZ chips through as well. There's another AK picked up. Oh, and just tagging llamas in the back. There's the jump shot. Those scouts not often accurate, but This time certainly nailing its marker. Gyro last alive, and Order might be about to chip back into this attack. The AT 2020 looks quite good. I don't know. I shout a lot on mic, so I need a mic that's going to be able to deal with that. Yeah, Blue Yetis are good. They just don't like you screaming at them. Zeph nails that headshot towards the long. Nice one tap. Alright, 1-2 on the board. Breakaway. Don't really have anything going for them now. They don't have any money. They don't have the Biopinus 4th. They're going to go for a save so they can find investment in round number 5. So sprays in. Order now establishing some control on the CT side of train. They've got a little bit going for them. They've obviously got a lot of time left to ride this one out. And losing the pistol round on CT side train is always difficult because you kind of feel like if you want a good half, you need to get above 10 rounds. And you've already lost almost half of them. But Llamas and Noisia both chipping through, both with pistols. Nobody's got the investment in this one, but no salvaged weapons just yet. And Order holding their ground. Imagine on this A bomb site, dodging and weaving, trying to find anybody who's peeking. But nobody's going to do exactly that. And with that smoke placed, Alistair from long range, trying to chip in here. Does spot out one. There's another follow-up. Zeph both headshots. And now here comes the peaks. Llama makes his way through. Can't hit the 1D. Kaz is next to fall. 2-2. Order nicely contesting these rounds. And that was a nice dominant one. I really do like that aggressive angle from Inns. I do like spraying that. It seems to work quite a lot of the time. It used to work a lot more on train when people were like unbeknownst to it, but now it's still a pretty solid spot. A lot of time still on the clock for Breakaway to do something, but they haven't challenged any areas of this map just yet. So now the kill's coming through. I spoke a little too soon as Noisia then racking up the bullets straight onto Zeph, and now they can start to challenge towards the A bomb site. Hats gets dinked, and he's down and gone. Now the T's can really start to challenge this. In's going to chip through. That's the bomb dropped. That can complicate matters as Noisia tries to get closer to this angle. Just tosses down the smoke, and In's going to peek right behind it. Noisia hears. And with 35 seconds left, the digits tapped into that C4. The bomb site is now property of Breakaway Esports. Order probably won't be able to make the way back through here. I think Noisia is going to go for an aggressive peek. There's Alistair trying to trade it down. Nicely done with the pistol. And now taking these long, more engaged angles. Trying to pick up an AK-47 and back off. He will be able to do exactly that. And 2-2. Now going to be 3-2. Breakaway put another one on the board. I was a little bit scared for them. I thought maybe Order would start to run away with it at that point. 4 AKs. And all on Andy. Oh, and there is the play towards A. This is probably just going to be a burst out main. Here come the smokes and flashes. Breakaway now going to start to step up the pace. This can really fluster a CT side if they can't take control here. And Inns nicely finds a shot. Could have been a couple more there, but these smokes really aren't going to favour Breakaway. As Order advance forward, they move straight into the line of fire, but they're finding all of the shots. Andy stealing away one frag, but right between this trio, Breakaway probably aren't going to be able to find anything here. This T-side really kind of not pulling out their marker this round. They peaked individually, and you can't do that when you're playing against a team to the caliber of Order. To the order of Order, I should say. As this smoke dissipates, Zeph is going to have to rotate his angle. And there is Noisia right within that smoke. An AK-47 picked up. And Andy might be next in line. He's got 54 HP. But I don't think he's going to be keeping this one alive. The swing out comes through from Imagine. 3-3. I've got a feeling this one's going to be closer, though. So, in the previous matchups that they've played, Order and Breakaway, they're 3-3 in map wins. The Breakaway haven't lost Train in the last 3 months. They've played it 3 times. So 3-3, not bad. Order are 3-4, having lost just the one. The middle of their map pool being like Mirage, Inferno, Nuke, often strong maps. They've passed and Dust 2, Cash being weaker maps for Order. But these 2 teams' map pools kind of definitely cross. Order have won all 5 of their last maps. Breakaway losing 1 to Chiefs. We casted that here on EFLgg just last week. That Chiefs Breakaway match. They say both had undefeated records in the MDL. And Chiefs were able to end that. Can Order also remain undefeated here? This has been a very slow game so far. None of these teams really taking much aggression. Despite it being Breakaway's job in this case to get aggressive and to find something. Zeph going just for these peaks, the shoulder peaks, wants a bit of information. Doesn't want to die though. And he might have just got it with the smokes placed. There's a follow-up Molotov, and with only 30 seconds left, this considerably slows down that T side. They now need to wrap into his position. But I don't think they've got enough time to get onto this A-bomb site. There's the smokes down. They need to find these frags straight up. Zeph instantly goes down, and these teams actually finding success. Hassel with another headshot, and it is Alistair close to this bomb site. Goes for the no-scope. Oh, and moves in for a second. Can't hit. Misses right between the 2 of those T's. And as that pistol engages and aggresses, Andy still low on HP. As he gets eliminated. Imagine, very nicely done. Just Llamas remain, 17 HP on the board. And there's the headshot from Imagine. Nice 2-piece to put just a triple kill on the board. That is a 4th round on the map for Team Order. Nicely done there in the retake. 6-1, 8-1 being the personal score lines of Alistair and Imagine respectively. And Breakaway, nobody firing that hard. Llamas right at the top of the scoreboard with 7-4, but that's nowhere near those 1 death performances. This has been a very slow game so far. These rounds going up to the maximum. I need to see a Breakaway fully control the pace of this game. That's the advantage that you've got on T side. moving things inside. He gets tagged away, and he loses a little bit of HP, but trying to steal away that orb. Oh, and he does exactly that. That smoke aids the peek right back in, and Zeph, oh, he could have been next in line there. Hazza had that angle lined up, and we know that he likes those long distance engaged shots. We saw it on Dust 2, just like peeking into CT spawn with an AK-47, something that you wouldn't always see. That's an angle that's maybe a bit too long for the AKs. However, these Orps can deal with it. Alistair once again putting the kills together. Another headshot, 5-3. Order now seeming quite dominant on this CT side. They need to keep this pace up though. Oh, that's a nice shot. He saw the arc of that smoke, and Zeph threw another nade right over towards the same angle. So now kicking down towards Pop Dog. Breakaway finding easy openings all over the map. And oh, another double spray down. Gyra eviscerates the defense. And now Inns has to go for the rotate towards B, but the bomb is firmly on this A bomb site. There's the first frag. There's a second man incoming, but has a right behind and a fourth for Breakaway. They try to keep this competitive. And before they get to their CT side, if they can rack up 6 or 7 rounds, that is a perfect start for them. I don't necessarily know how good Order's T side is going to be. I guess it's going to be strong. I guess this is not going to be a short map. I didn't go in to this one expecting this one to be over quickly. But half an hour through, and they're only 9 rounds in. These, well, every one of these rounds have really come down to the wire. Or if they haven't, they've just been very slow takes from Breakaway. Playing this one in a very different style to which we saw earlier on Dust 2. Just trying to punish these aggressive plays. And Noisia even capitalizes there. There's the defense held in. Alistair hits a nice opening shot. There's the tag away onto Hazard though. And oh, nice return headshot there. Nicely stays in this one. He might actually just get the AWP instead. I don't know if they've got a T-AWP. Can't catch him on the cross. Alistair just misses. That would have been a big opportunity. Hazard's 24 HP is still going to be a bit of a nuisance in the latter portions of this round. If he stays alive in a retake, or when you're trying to make this bomb site happen, it diverts your attention towards a different approach, a different angle. That Molotov is going to slow him down. No way that Hazard can push through that. With 30 seconds left, this A approach will come through. Order are heavily stacked towards B. They've got 2 players over, with the third on quick rotation. He's on tap. And Hats finds one. Runs straight downwards. Allows this AWP to pick in. Alistair with another. And this might be all she wrote. 10 seconds on the clock as Hazard now taps the digits into that bomb on the A bomb site. Now need to get to a second angle of approach. Looks like they're going to boost straight over. Alistair crouching ready for this one. Hazard's very low on HP. Taken down by that tag earlier. That was Alistair hitting that as well. So before they move in, Hazard, where's he looking? He needs to check towards this left-hand side, but instantly goes for the reload. He's right on top of this bomb site now as that Molotov placed. There's no smoke to put it out, and Imagine needs to make this happen. Hazard still alive. He's been such a nuisance. I forementioned this. He manages to kill himself at the end, but still winning the round. 5th on the board for Breakaway. And I said, having not hit that crossover shot, Hats was going to be a real pain in the ass. 5-5. Ooh. Tag misses. Imagine. You can't put any to piece. He has got the body armor, but no frags so far. No tags so far. Five to 5 in the rotate, coming back to the B-bomb site. Order doesn't have much equity in this one. They're just trying to gather up around this AWP. Trying to support him quite nicely and see if Alistair can maybe find a couple of shots. A collat is obviously what he's really looking for here, or just T players to pour into him and make a couple of mistakes. They absolutely shouldn't do that. They should try and sniff out where this AWP's playing from. Try and circumnavigate him. However, they will push into the A bomb site, and they are keeping their approach hot and heavy. Alistair's still alive, and he's able to really run distraction here. He finds 2 before going down, and now what can these pistols do? Hats finds another one from behind. It's just Andy remaining. This is all falling apart, and now with the AWP up close, this negates the advantage that he has. Trying to blast through, and he can't find the follow-up shot onto Hats. A headshot with the USPS, and Order stealing away a 6th. They had just an AWP and USPs, and they still managed to throw this one away. Breakaway. That is unbelievably poor from that T side. They would have had such a strong lock hold on this first half had they have won that and carried it through. Because Order wouldn't really have had tons of money going into this one, and Breakaway certainly would have. However, they're forced back onto the pistols now on 3 players, 2 Deagles, 1 Tech 9, going towards the B-bomb site or Pop Dog. Alistair's going to be the first to find an aggressive opening shot. Llamas drops. That's a Tech 9 eliminated. Now the 2 Deagles can try and chip in. This is a full buy from Breakaway. Remember the force now coming through. They're obviously feeling under pressure after losing a gimme in the previous round. The 5.7 is insanely broken. It's better than the M4. Are you sure about that? I'm not sure. Nice headshots from Zeph. Tries to line up the angle onto Andy also, but that all up close can't do anything. Alistair's able to chip back in, but with just a Deagle remaining, he cannot find the 2 players remaining. 7 to 5. Order. Yeah, back on the scoreboard. Back trying to make a bit of a splash here. But I think Breakaway is probably going to slow the pace down once again right here in the 13th. Seven to 5 and Breakaway with nothing in this 13th. It's going to be a full eco in Order and going for probably a quite convincing 8th. These Glocks probably not going to be able to find many shots here. Alistair up close and personal, finding a couple of frags, but yeah, being quite effectively challenged. These pistols have actually done a little more than anticipated. However, yeah, Inns finishes it off quite nicely. 8 on the board for Order. Yeah, Breakaway still stuck on 5, and this would have been a very different game had a Breakaway have won that anti-eco. This would have probably been 8 to 5 in the opposite direction. Yeah, I don't really know about the 5.7. I actually don't even use it. I use the CZ75, but if the 5.7's really good, unfortunately, I'm just like kind of bad with it. I just get flustered. It's all that, like, I find it hard to tap loads whilst staying perfectly accurate at the same time. Whereas, like, my spray downs are really good. But I do find pistols a little bit harder. Like, if I don't hit that one tap straight away, or if I don't hit it in the first 2 or 3 bullets, that's when I'm going to really, like, kind of struggle with the pistols. And with the 5.7, I just kind of like that automatic pistol. I really do like this EZ75. I didn't use it for quite a long time, like such a long time. And then when I switched, it kind of started to make sense. I started practicing with it in deathmatch. Yeah, this half is kind of falling apart for Breakaway. I don't know how they let this one slip. This would have been a very dominant performance. 10-5. What is likely going to come here is actually okay for Breakaway, but it could have been so much more. And that's usually what you've got in your head. If you can put that out and go through to the CT side with a fresh, clean slate, then perfect. But you've got to start strong, and you've got to get off that pistol round win. You done your pick'em, Squid? You know what? I haven't done any pick'ems throughout this whole mate. I've never done a pick'em challenge. Which is quite weird. I don't bet. I don't do any of this stuff. I just don't like having a favourite in series. I just want to watch, like, good CS. That's why I'm highly critical of mistakes from, like, either team, whoever I'm watching. So if you're from North America, or you're going to be awake later today, in 16 hours time we're going live with, at 2 AM GMT, going live with the ECS. No, we're not. We're going live with ESEA North America, sorry. Not ECS. ECS is coming tomorrow. Llamas straight down into Pop Dog. They might try and just recede back up. Bomb picked up, and with 40 seconds left, which site are they actually going to go to? It's probably going to be A. They've got a bit of support from Hazard, but him falling back and this clock ticking down, I don't know if Breakaway even really know what they're doing right now. I think they've just sort of patched together a plan in the last couple of moments, and ends up close in person with this AWP. Nobody really expecting it. He's able to assume the angle once again. Nobody to punish. And Hazard from the side. I don't know if this is really going to work out for him. He doesn't even check the right angle. In's able to rattle off another shot. He actually exposes his teammate to that. And 10-5 at the end of half time. Second half pistol round coming up, 5-10 on that scoreboard. And Order, if they can take this pistol, they're going to be in a very good position. But if Breakaway can take it, then they could actually mount a really good CT side. Finding 11 rounds on CT is not impossible. It's barely even improbable. Now coming into this second half, they need to nail the shots with these USPs, and Noisia able to rack up 2. Finally gets found from behind, but there's Llama to chip in once again. Hats from the back. Steals away a kill. Now a 2 versus 2 situation. Bomb on the back of Imagine, and they've got a lot of time to go to either of these bomb sites. It is going to be Imagine with the P2000 trying to back off, and now he has to go for this cross. 1 minute on the clock. Hats puts a little cross into place. And how is he going to be able to get back? I think he has to fight his way out, and does that successfully. Gyra can't catch him on the cross, backing away. And now, or they might even fake it back towards the A-bomb site. They've got a lot of time left. And yeah, he is watching this from down. Gyra cannot nail the shots once again. Big misses from him. And now the bomb now going down. 30 seconds on the clock. Gyra about to make his way through. Both these players quite low, but staying alive for substantially long amounts of time means that now Gyra needs to chip in and find these shots. Imagine finally executes him. 11-5 order on the path to victory here on Train. And one bullet in the foot would have eliminated him there. A minute 50 on the clock. And, yep, it's pistols, rifles. To the CT side. The MP9 instantly trading inside. And he tries to get aggressive to find this. Khalil instantly eliminates Imagine right through the corner. And with two important shots from Order nailed, they are going to breach the A-bomb site. So nicely done. Noisia still has a great angle posted. And what a headshot. Beautifully execute Zeph. That was gorgeous there. Just spotting out the edge of his body and finding him straight away. Hat's going to push right behind that smoke. There's nobody covering towards B. And with these two defenders remaining, In's going to find quite a bit of damage. Hats instantly gets the bomb down. Nobody to cover. CZ's from long range. Finds that headshot from the side. And it's only Noisia remaining, who gets dinked up by Hats. Nice AK-47 precision there. A triple kill to take them through to 12-5. And now Breakaway. They're forced to go for an eco here after that force buy. They needed that previous round to draw it to 11-6. However, they are very far behind here. A deficit of 7 rounds. And with the pistols, Order are about to make that 8. There's the crossover. And Alistair should be able to find some damage. There's the AK spray down just held in place as they're walking into the stack on the A-bomb site, but entirely successfully. The USPSs can't nail the shots. And instead, Order certainly can with those SMGs. It's far easier. So, comeback certainly possible here, but Breakaway need to nail it now. They have to start off, yeah, a path here, and it's going to be the straight rush into the B-bomb site. Alistair with an instant trade, and straight on we'll be able to plant this C4. Now, instant retake situation initiated. Order obviously confident with their holds, especially on this B-bomb site, which is quite difficult to breach back into, especially when you've got nades. In Order do have a couple to hold you back. Breakaway now need to find a couple of opening pickups. They've done a lot of damage onto Alistair, but there's almost a double spray down. 3 fall in quick succession. Imagine drops as well. So Breakaway up to 6. The retake successful on the B-bomb site. Order trying to speed things up to overwhelm the defense. They do initially, but yeah, the retake's just a little too strong. Breakaway's cohesion in those situations really pulling them through. 6-13. Shots from Zeph on the A-bomb site. Actually spots out another one. Order, what a dominant round. Those kills came through before I could even call them. And yeah, Llamas, yeah, stuck towards the B-bomb site. This one's over. And Breakaway are going to have no cash after a close previous round. They've gone full investment in this one. And Llamas, he's the only player trying to save anything now. He's obviously in no man's land. Going to try and wrap his way into T-spawn, into a more favourable angle to save this weapon. 416. Breakaway are going to have nothing. The loss bonus absolutely crippled. And there's the org dropping as well. Order crushing this Australian CT side. Breakaway Esports, we said that they had traded maps evenly against Order in the past, and this would be a competitive series. However, after that first half, they've just had nothing going. Order's been on a hot streak on T, and being 10-5 up at half-time and now 14-6, that's just not good enough for Breakaway. They needed to start off strong, and it all comes down to maybe even... remember that force buy that Order decided not to go for? They just fought it with the USPSs alongside the Orc and won. That is really where I'm lying a lot of the blame here. Order about to clash through and really do the damage here. Might be putting Breakaway in a shallow grave. And now, the backup. None coming for Breakaway Esports. They're going to back off it. Order up to 15 rounds. They've gone unbeaten in the MDL, and this is exactly why. Just dominating all opponents. Establishing themselves right at the top of the pack. They're aiming for a 10-0 map lead in this tournament. Remember, guys, if you've been enjoying this stream, we've got over 4,600 followers today. Make sure you tap that follow button. We've got loads of CS action coming up. And make sure that you keep your eyes peeled on all of the portals for CSGO, predominantly HLTV. So, 800 people watching. Order absolutely disastrously win this map. Breakaway haven't been able to pull together much at all. Alistair right over the smoke. Wants to go for the aggressive peaks, and when is Llama's going to make his way in? He's got the CZ75 held down, but Hats has this angle, and he's eagerly waiting for this peak to come in. When's Llama going to make his position known? Hats falls back and changes his angle. This would be a perfect time for him to peak, but the A site is being contested, and there's the first pistol dropping. Gyra from the side finally gets dropped, and Breakaway Esports now need to pull back. 9 in a row. And it starts with this retake. The A site already compromised. Order have it entirely under wraps. And what can they even do about this one? They've got Noisier from the side. Llamas is a million miles away from the A bomb site, and with Order holding this one down and the CZ not chipping in at long range, it's the scout instead to try and find some damage. It's not going to happen. 1 versus 4. Llamas gets eliminated as well. A beautiful round from Imagine and a beautiful game from him also. A dominant performance from Order, and they go unbeaten in the ESEA season, whatever it is, 30 Mountain Dew League. Beautiful stuff here in Australia. And a great morning of Counter-Strike. Well, that leaves me all to say is we're going back online at least at 2 a.m. GMT for more ESEA action. So make sure that you join in for that. It's final feature who we casted last night. So if you're up, make sure to set that on your calendars. And why not hit that follow button while you're at it? Thank you so much for the support in chat today, everybody. It really does mean a lot. Until next time, we'll see you next time. We'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Ta-da!
I was born to fight!
Mixed martial arts is the fastest growing sport in the world. Turning normal guys into household names, this show is hoping to find the next big superstar. Followed by so many celebrities, MMA is pure excitement and definitely something not to miss out on. London's Troxy Arena has become the home of MMA and has hosted some of the greatest fighters like Alex Reed, Jimmy Manoa and Brad One Punch Pickett. And this is where the contestants will start their journeys today. Thousands came looking for glory in this mixed martial arts competition where only the strongest survive. These guys will be pushed to their limits time and time again. 16 men will be chosen to be put through their paces, and only 8 of them will make it into the cage. But there can only be one champion.
I was born to fight.